In this video, I'll talk about the 3 marketing strategies that helped double the sales of Alka Seltzer. Now, you may be curious, what is Alka Seltzer? Well, Alka Seltzer is an effervescent pain relief that was developed by the Dr. Miles Medicine Company. So this product is actually a tablet that you drop into water, you watch it dissolve, and then you drink the water, and then you experience relief from pain. So this product was developed and then launched in the 1930s. And this product was developed for the intention to help relieve heartburn, indigestion, and also hangover. Now, this sounds like a great product that could generate a ton of sales. However, in the 1960s, the company that developed this product started to observe one problem. The sale of Alka Seltzer was getting lower and lower. And then they realized one problem that they had. Most of their customers that bought this product were in their 40s and 50s. And when it came to finding new customers and getting more new customers in younger people, Alka Seltzer had a very poor brand image and reputation with younger people. Younger people thought of Alka Seltzer as a product that was only taken by older people, and this product became a symbol of people who ate and drank too much, because these people were the ones that were experiencing heartburn, indigestion, and also hangover. And not only that, in fact, they would rather take Alka Seltzer in the privacy of their own home, where no one would actually see them. However, the company that developed Alka Seltzer felt there was still a huge need for this particular product itself, because they felt their product helped to relieve stomach upset and headaches caused by stress, a growing lifestyle problem in the 1960s. Not only that, in the 1960s, there was a cultural shift where there was a growing change in the diet, whereby there was new spicy ethnic food and also fast food that were introduced into the American culture. As a result, the company that developed the Alka Seltzer product decided to hire a new marketing agency. And they told this marketing agency, your target is to reinvent the image of Alka Seltzer for a younger audience, because we want to capture the younger audience and get them to start buying our product. And not only that, we want also you to increase the sales of Alka Seltzer. Now, the marketing agency that they had hired had a marketing genius called Mary Wells Lawrence. Now, she was the head of many innovative marketing campaigns that shook the advertising world in the 1950s and 60s. Not only that, she had a reputation for helping her clients generate crazy amounts of sales and revenues whenever they hired her marketing agency. And she was the person behind the Benson and Hedges marketing campaign, in which she helped to increase the sales from over 1 billion cigarettes in the 1966 to 14 billion cigarettes in 4 years. Now, she headed a marketing team that was responsible for the Alka Seltzer account, and they made their study. They realized that in the 1960s, pain relief ads were actually advertised in gruesome commercials filled with horror. And they also noticed one important thing. People didn't actually want to watch proprietary drug advertising unless they already had a headache or a stomach problem and were then looking for a quick fix. Now, I'll show you an example of what the 1960s pain relief commercials used to look like.
Poor George. He's having a long headache. He takes his usual pain reliever and starts to feel better. But sometimes the old standby just isn't enough. So wham, George's headache comes back. You know how some headaches seem to go on and on and on till you need a couple more tablets? This is new Vanquish. It helps you have a wonderful headache. The short headache. Vanquish is formulated to bring you more relief action than the pain reliever you're probably using. And Vanquish has a specific ingredient that acts upon a major factor in most headache pain, pressure on vascular nerves. So with Vanquish, your headache shouldn't come back. That's the short headache. If you must have a headache, remember the short headache. With Vanquish, your headache shouldn't come back. Don't you have better things to do than worry about a headache all day long?
Now you watch the commercial, and I suppose you can see, like, in those days, commercials, the pain relief commercials in the 1960s was about solving a problem if you had a headache or stomach upset. However, Mary Walsh Lawrence and her marketing team had come up with three strategies of how to boost sales for Alka Seltzer. Their first strategy was this: to promote Alka Seltzer as a necessary product in day-to-day life. So how did they stumble across this? How did they execute this strategy itself? They released 17 print advertisements. And in each advertisement, it was very different, but they all focused on how Alka Seltzer was necessary to a busy, stressful, ambitious, full of life routine that resonated with the people in the 1960s. Instead of pushing Alka Seltzer as the only product to solve stomach ache and also headaches, they decided to show how can Alka Seltzer be used in day-to-day life for many problems, such as daytime fatigue, when you're stressed at work, when you're stressed with day-to-day life in raising a family. And for example, they came up many ads such as this. For example, the ad you see on your left is for when you're tired with day-end fatigue, use Alka Seltzer. Now, the reason behind this messaging is this. They wanted to make Alka Seltzer as a product that you use in your day-to-day life. And not only that, they wanted to promote that it's a very smart thing to be carrying Alka Seltzer everywhere in public to help you deal with your ups and downs in your life. And as a result, people started talking more and more about this campaign and Alka Seltzer. As a result, this changed the perception in people's minds in the 1960s. It became smart to be seen as taking Alka Seltzer. And as a result, sales of this product actually increased. Now, that wasn't the only strategy that the marketing agency team had used. They used the second strategy, 2 instead of 1. So what the marketing agency had done was they did their background research about this product, and they actually consulted a doctor. Now, the doctor told them, actually, it'd be much more effective if you get people to use 2 tablets instead of 1 tablet. And so this was a light bulb in the marketing agency team's mind. So what happened was, the moment they heard this message from the doctor itself, the marketing agency team communicated this advice to the client and got their client to change the direction of the packets from taking 1 tablet to 2 tablets. They also told their client to redesign the foil wrapper to contain 2 tablets. And this purpose of this strategy is this: when you tell your user to start changing the consumption pattern, you have to make it very easy for them to implement the change that you have just suggested to them. So as you can see, as a direct result, the marketing agency incorporated this message of 2 instead of 1 into their print advertising, that all their print and TV ads should be using the 2 instead of 1 tablet messaging, and this would help rewire the way users use their product. In the past, in the 1960s, what happened was the user would only drop 1 pain relief product into a glass of water and drink the water itself. Now, if they were able to increase the usage of the product itself, that would mean that they will be able to increase sales in the most direct way. Now, also in their print advertisement, they use a particular slogan called Plop Plop Fizz Fizz. Now, this slogan was part of the third strategy itself. Now, in the third strategy, the marketing agency decided to develop advertising that would seduce every man, woman, and child of every age into looking forward to watch an Alka Seltzer advertising. This was because they realized that in the 1960s at the time, the other competitors were using advertisements that were dull, boring, and even worse, would make you not even want to watch their advertising. So the marketing agency believed they should be creating advertising to get and to hold people's attention, and that would increase the awareness of Alka Seltzer product. Now, I will show you the advertising, TV advertising that was used in the 1960s.
You worked too hard, you ate too much, the cheesecake made you greedy. Let your aching head and stomach hear this message from old Speedy. Alka Seltzer, plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. Those speedy bubbles relieve your upset stomach and headache fast. For acid indigestion alone, Alka Seltzer Gold. Oh, what a relief it is. What a relief.
This was the reason why this marketing agency had come up with this jingle of Plop Plop Fizz Fizz, which means you drop 2 tablets into the glass of water, it creates a plop plop sound, and also when the tablets dissolve, it creates a fizz fizz sound. Now, the reason why they use this particular jingle was because they were trying to encourage people to use multiple doses of the Alka Seltzer at once in order to achieve maximum effect. As a result of this consistent messaging of Plop Plop Fizz Fizz in their print advertising and also their TV advertisement itself, a lot of Americans started using and buying more Alka Seltzer. And now this actually doubled their sales revenue itself. Now we come to the end of this video. What are the lessons that you can learn behind the Alka Seltzer marketing campaign? The first lesson that you can learn is this. You can think about how can you promote your product as a necessary accompaniment to day-to-day life rather than just as a response to a problem. The second lesson we can learn is that how can you alter the instructions for using your product to encourage consumption. I'll be creating much more videos about the highly successful marketing campaigns of the past, and I'll be sharing with you in my YouTube channel. So if you're interested to see much more videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Soling Sky.